Hi, my dear Geminis. Welcome. This will be a very important reading for you, right? In this reading for you, my dear Gemini, we'll be taking a look at how your energy impacts other people, how your energy impacts other people, okay? Gemini, the sign of Mercury, which rules over the verbiage of humankind, meaning the words, the actual alphabet. The alphabet. Gemini, if you have all the elements in your birth chart, this being air, water, fire, and earth, if you have those elements in your birth chart, you are closely linked to great influence throughout your lifetime, because you are able to tap into any and everything around you, including everyone too. I feel like you have struggled with this. You have struggled being a Gemini because of what being a Gemini comes with. You rule over actual communication amongst people. And how many people are talking right now? Myself included. You rule over the internet. That has become something everyone cannot live without. As a Gemini, you have had to deal with being a Gemini. Your influence of being a Geminian is great because of what it means to be a Geminian, a Gemini. You are capable of changing the minds of others. And let me tell you why. You rule over the mind. The actual human brain, the mind, the intellect, the intelligence, that's you. And because of this, you have had to fight yourself, go to war with you, because you have been having struggles, learning your own energy and harnessing it so that it doesn't overwhelm you or become a burden to you. You can change the minds of others, but you have struggled almost your whole life to control your own mind or to have it under control. This is because you are dealing with your own energy, which makes it a little bit more personal. And because it's personal, it's going to be closely linked to your heart, impacting your emotions and how you feel, which determines your next move. Because how you feel is a derivative of what you know. And because you feel the way you feel, that determines what you do next because of how you feel about whatever it is. But everything is linked. But it all starts with the mind. You have had so many mental battles. You have had to face different layers of who you are. I wouldn't say different sides. They say the twins, different, there's this you and then there's that you. No, it's the layers that make you, you. The layers that make you who you are, there are many. It's not just two for twins. There's more depth than that. There's the childhood layer, the teenage layer, the adult layer. There's the physical layer, the emotional layer, the mental layer. It's all linked. And you need to understand this so that you can understand yourself more. You have this amazing sense of understanding for everything. You can literally look at something and be able to dissect it piece by piece like it's nothing to you. Because you've been gifted with a brilliant mind, because that is what you rule under. You need to understand yourself. You need to stop fearing yourself because of what you can do. You need to stop fearing your light, Gemini. It shines really bright. It fills up a whole room. It can change a whole atmosphere. But that all comes from you, though. It's your light. It's your energy. It's your essence. It's your aura. It's you. Understanding that piece by piece, understanding you have a certain aura. And this aura creates a response from others in a way that when they get to be in your energy and experience you, they are experiencing your aura, your auric field. And within that auric field is the gift of your presence. And you come with what you come with because you never walk alone. That's why in the past, let's start with your childhood self. People could not stand you when you were young. They always were bad-mouthing you some reason. And it could even be closely linked to family relatives. You were always a black sheep, a problem child, or there was always something about you that people just didn't like. You were weird. Nah, you were out of this world and they just didn't get it. See, with time comes healing, knowledge, wisdom, strength, success. Time always wins, and what you do with your time determines what you win. A life of grief and being miserable, or a life of success and abundance and being happy. That is in your day-to-day life, your lifestyle. Your lifestyle is closely linked to your frequency, which is the vibration you vibrate on. which determines what you attract in this world, which will now dictate how your life goes. Your lifestyle, it starts there. What kind of life are you living? What kind of person are you? Do you know yourself? Or are you letting the world dictate who you are? In ways, many ways. It could be as random as reading an Instagram quote and associating yourself with it. And it can easily change your mood for good or for bad. But regardless, it has had some form of an impact, therefore influence on you. It's simple. Simple things. It starts really small. But what you allow to impact you will influence you. It starts with one Instagram quote, and then you go through the whole thing. Now you associating yourself with everything but yourself. Because you're not asking yourself. You are taking other people's energy and associating it with who you are. Somebody random could have posted that who doesn't even know themselves, fooling around. But here you are, because you are so deep and so in depth. You take that and you associate yourself with it in a way that is more personal than what it was actually meant for or actually about. I don't need to tell you that's not a way to live. You should have a relationship with yourself so that others and everything else around you has no influence over you unless you allow it to, by granting it the permission to do so. But other than that, this life is yours to live. It's how you see it that dictates how you feel about it. So how you see it should change if it makes you feel bad. That's not a way to live. It isn't, Gemini. You know, looking around in the world, look at the month of June and May, late May, right, which is your season. Look at the transformations that occur in the world around that time, around your season. Look at it. In the world, not just your world or your country, your city, your place, the world. Your influence is worldly, and you are one with your influence. You have it in your hands. They say, you speak so well. What is it that you can do about that? Because clearly you do it better than anybody. Put yourself in a position to prosper within the gift of who you are. You speak well, right? Kill that sales pitch. Kill that proposal. Prosper in what you are gifted at. It is yours. No one can take it from you. You rule words. And that is everything that everyone uses to communicate. That is your energy. You rule that. Bask in that and embrace it because it's who you are. And no one and nothing can curse that. I don't care who you think you're doing and what you think you're doing and where you think you're doing it. It ain't going to work on a Gemini. You need us. They need us. I know growing up, even in your adult life currently, you could be faced with a lot of people who pretend not to see you. But they're the first to want to know everything about you when they get the chance to. In your childhood, you influenced a lot of people. They were influenced by you, by your greatness, but they feared it. And to mask that fear, they masked it with hatred, anger, and frustration towards you, unkind words, and always having a nasty little opinion to say about you. But it was a mask that they had placed upon themselves because they were fearing what they couldn't understand within you, and it was radiating outside of you. Your energy, you're a Gemini. Okay. I feel like you become very short-sighted when it comes to your own greatness, meaning you fail to see yourself in the lens of who you truly are, because it's easier to rather associate yourself with your negative thoughts instead of looking at yourself as the amazing individual that you are and you were created to be. It's easier to look at yourself at the lens of low self-esteem, low self-worth, than to actually step into your throne and embrace your God-given talents, abilities, gifts, and energy. God-given energy. I feel like you have, been through this life. You have been through the darkness so that you can come out of the dark as a light for others. You know what you're talking about because not only are you informed about it, you have personal experience. You went through it. It happened to you. So you know what you're speaking about. In the past, you might have had a voice, but people always found themselves belittling you and trying to dim your light, trying to minimize your voice. But because time always wins, the world is getting to a point whereby you cannot be ignored anymore. You cannot be spoken to in an ill manner anymore. You cannot be tainted anymore. You cannot be broken anymore. You cannot be tried anymore. There's boundaries that were divinely put in place for you. Boundaries where people cannot cross because of who you were called to be and the power of your energy. If you allow people in your energetic sphere, Gemini, see how their mood shifts. You make them feel good about themselves. And it's not you. We're speaking about your energy here. But it is linked to you because you carry it. It has been bestowed upon you as a blessing. Your spirit guides walk with you. I feel the need to say they're even strongly attached to you. And because of that, you are untouchable respectfully. Not by ego, but by truth. You are untouchable. You have a strong lineage of warriors in your family. Those that came before you, they were very powerful people, very respected. and they were masters. They were on paths in their life of different things, a path of self-mastery, a path of learning energy, a path of mastering this life, not just themselves. Few people in this world are living, but we are all alive. You have been granted the permission. You have been granted the access to the world's most ancient wisdom. Because you have the mental capacity to comprehend it. No one else can. Others lose their minds, but because you rule that, you have it in the bag. I know at times you doubt yourself and you doubt what you're here to do because you cannot see things clearly at times. There is a lack of clarity. There is a lack thereof of certain things. But that lack is the reason that you accumulate the strength that you have right now to take on everything. Because you didn't have it. And when you get it, you're going to appreciate it because you know what it's like not to have it. Whether this is love, whatever it is to you, success, peace of mind. Is the Emperor here? Okay. Your spirit guides, your ancestors, yeah? It's like you carry, it's like your energy is very masculine. Not masculine as in the man, but masculine as in the dominance of the man. You can control a whole room of people by your presence, through your words. My little Gemini has now become a big Gemini. No longer underestimated, no longer insulted, now respected. They got no choice but to respect you now. You are not who they said you were going to be. You are beyond that. My beloved Gemini, that was you reading, okay? That'll be all for you. To book me for a reading, you will find my email listed in the description box below. And I thank you so much for your time. Bye.